Hey guys, welcome to week 2 of Striving for Silver. This week we're going to talk about how to share your Plexus business, particularly through Facebook, but a lot of this can apply to all other types of social media, as well as your face-to-face engagement. So anyways, this talk was given, a majority of what is in this talk was given at convention. So I just wanted to share with you and duplicate. So first thing is consistency. We need to make sure that we're consistent with our business and with our social media posts. This I have a hard time with because Facebook is really the only social media outlet that I think about or make time for. So make sure you're being consistent. Oops, sorry, the baby's here. Make sure you're being consistent with your posts. Also, people are watching, and this is super important because, like I spoke about Riley from last meeting. Sorry Riley, I keep picking on you, but she was watching all of my posts, every single one of them, and I had no idea. People aren't always going to comment, and they're not always going to like your posts or engage with you on them. So you just have to assume that people are watching and have that confidence. Another one is expectations versus reality. You need to make sure that your expectations are within the reality of your Plexus business. Most likely isn't going to skyrocket just because you've done a few Plexus posts. That's planting the seeds, as we talked about earlier. Posting is huge, and I think it's super important to growing a business, but it's not going to blow up and overnight and create this huge Plexus business right away. Also, not being consistent sends a message. It sends a message to people that, you kind of care about it, but not to a huge extent. It's like kind of a sometimes business, or, maybe you're not passionate about it all the time. So it's really, hi. So it's really important to make sure that you aren't falling away and then coming back and falling away and coming back. Positivity. It's so important to be positive always, no matter what. And this is applicable to team pages and groups as well. Sorry, I need a little toy. We need to be real and be vulnerable. We can't vent or curse or anything on our Facebook or social media outlets because this isn't attractive, and nobody likes whiners. Hear that, girl? Nobody likes whiners as a baby or as an adult. So we just have to make sure that we aren't being those people. We aren't whining and venting and cursing because nobody's attracted to that. We need to make sure we're being honest but positive. So speak from your heart, speak the truth, but make sure it's always positive. Engaging. This is something that I'm not very good at. Definitely need to work on. But we need to make sure that our posts we can engage on. We can, other people can comment on them. This will help those posts become newsworthy according to Facebook. So Facebook will see them as important, and they'll bump them up and reach a wider audience. So that's super important. And your comments are your engagements. So try to have a post where you can have comments. Also, they suggest you create a non-Plexus friends group or friends list. And this will help, like Leo in our upline said, his Facebook sometimes is like one big Plexus hug. And he said that's just not helpful. It's great, but at some point you have to reach out to other people too. So try to create a non-Plexus friends list. Okay, passion and excitement. This is super important because this is attractive. People do want passion, they do want excitement, and they want to fall in love with something, even if it is Plexus. Even if it is a product, they want to fall in love with it. So be honest and show your passion, show your excitement, and you try to attract people to what you're doing. That's the most important thing, is be attractive to others. Hey, come here. Okay, balance. This is another really important thing too. It's really important to balance Plexus and personal posts on Facebook and social media. They say that you should try to do a 1-to-1, or a 2-to-1, or a 1-to-2 ratio of your Plexus versus your personal, and it's totally up to you, that ratio, but they just say pick a ratio and stick to it, because then, I think it makes sense, because then people will understand kind of, what your Facebook looks like. So instead of being like, oh my gosh, there's another Plexus post, like they just know that, yeah, this girl posts Plexus, every single day, so there's your Plexus post of the day kind of thing. So pick one of those and stick with it. Okay, this I think is a make or break as to whether either people hate your Plexus posts or they love them. Okay, maybe not love them, but tolerate them. Is to be personal. Connect to the heart with people, because nobody's really looking for a sale. Nobody wants to, people aren't going to Facebook to buy a product. So make sure that you're connecting to their hearts and tugging on their heartstrings throughout the whole entire post. And that's so important, because the minute that they get pulled away, they're gone for that time, and maybe until the next one. So in order to do this, it's really important to avoid ad-like posts. So try to avoid something like you're selling something, because, like I said, they're not going to Facebook for that. So just try to show, how it's changing your life, and that you're so grateful for Plexus changing your life. And that is going to be a lot more inspiring than, hey, I'm selling this probiotic, do you want it? Or, hey, these are great for your health, I'm selling this, do you want to buy it? Commenting etiquette. At convention they said, don't don't ask people what their regimen is, or ask to share a certain post. They said in Facebook, if you're posting on Facebook, it's most likely okay to share it with people, because they've made it public, and we all want to see everybody else succeed. So if there's a testimony that can help somebody else, they really encourage sharing. So they said, nobody says no, you can't share it. If you feel inclined, then send them a personal message. Or if you do want to know their regimen, send them a personal message and ask. But it just kind of takes the heart out of it, and it makes it more of like a business. And they argue that it ruins the person's post because it takes the heart out of it. Also, ditch the message me and the web link. This is for the same reason, because it takes the heart out of it. Oh goodness. So they said people know how to find you. They know that they can private message you if they're interested in something, and they will if they're interested in something. So don't feel like you have to get the sale. Plexus isn't about, or Facebook, Plexus on Facebook isn't about getting the sale. It's about sowing the seeds and sharing with people. So they suggest don't put message me or your web link. If anything, just do a personal hashtag of your web link. So like hashtag drinkpinklife.com. And then this will also keep you from being in Facebook jail, which I guess was a big thing with Plexus people, because they would post their web link and then Facebook would flag it, and then they would be in jail. So anyways, you're not closing a sale on Facebook. You're just sharing, and sowing seeds. Okay, smart and strategic posting. They suggest one non-Plexus post a day. So, gotta get creative. I'm not good at this, but it's really important. Gotta get creative. And for me, I need to just not make it about Carl every single time. And then one Plexus post every day, and they're really suggesting mix it up with financial, health products, weight loss, pain relief, all sorts of different things. So try to mix that up. And then they said 2 times a week they suggested and add a call to comment. So this would be like, oh my gosh, what do you think of this fashion trend? Or what's your favorite restaurant in the New Orleans area? Or I don't know, something like that. I'm not very good at those either, but I'm working on it. And then one Plexus engaging post per week. So maybe like a Transformation Tuesday, or what's your favorite thing about Plexus, and or list your Plexus journey in 1 word, or something like that. And then expand your audience. We talked about this a little bit. Mom talked about this on the last week's video, is to try to expand your friends group as much as you can. So like, I am in a Wausau moms group, and one mom said she's looking for other moms to hang out with. So I was like, oh, she's probably good at a friend request. So I friend requested her, and we're getting together on Friday because she's interested in Plexus. So try to expand that in any way that you can. Build new relationships. Look for people you once knew, people in your high school class, people like friends of friends. Just make sure that you've known them at some point in time, or spoke to them, or had some sort of connection to them. So don't be that person to friend somebody you don't know at all. And like today or yesterday or something, I friended a girl who I worked with way back in college. It was just like the restaurant that I worked with, and she was a waitress too. And I really hemmed and hawed about it, because I was like, this girl, you know, like, she's gonna think I'm stalking her, and this is totally out of the blue, and I haven't seen her in, 3 years, and we were never friends on Facebook, but I probably will never see her again. She's in Indiana, and I don't even know. So what's the point? They could be a Plexus, it could be on your team, they could be a customer, and they could really need Plexus. This could be like a life or death thing, or their, long lost uncle could really need it that they talk to, and it changes their lives forever, and then repairs their relationship, or, you just never ever know what the story is. So don't be afraid, especially for the people that you won't see or connect with anyways, so it really doesn't matter. Be brave. Okay. And then, they said aim to add 2 new people a day, which is kind of a lot, but I bet we could do it if we focused on it. Okay, also nurture social media relationships. So follow up on friendships and birthdays and life events, and just be genuine and sincere. Share with them your excitement for them, or if they had a baby or something like that. Just be a friend, and give love as much as you can, because people need that, and they're gonna admire it, and it will just make you feel good too. Okay. So, that's about it. Just wanted to share one thing with you as we're wrapping this up, is the importance of learning from your upline. Because the way that Plexus is, and the way that network marketing is, it's so important to duplicate, as we talked about last week. And the way to do that is to go to your upline and learn from them, because chances are they're going to their upline and learning from them, and they're going, it's just this whole like ladder. And so like my parents, I know, they talk to Helen a lot, who's a diamond. And Ben and I were in diamond training with Helen. It was a training to try to get to emerald. So we've had a lot of, training from Helen, and other people, in upline have gotten a lot of training from Helen, and then we can just pass that down and just keep passing it down. So, my level 7s will get still training wisdom from Helen. That's how it's supposed to work. I would just really encourage you all to ask your upline and talk to your upline and learn as much as you can from them, because they can go to their upline, they can go a few levels above you. So, super important is to talk to your upline and learn as much as you can, because this business is different. It's not sales, it's not marketing, it's not your own business, because it's all been done before. So it really is a different business, and there's a lot to learn. And it's hugely based on self-improvement and, building yourself and building relationships and stuff like that. So reach out and learn as much as you can. Okay, homework. Would really encourage you all to go back to last week's homework. So get that handout, or not homework, but little training session. So get that handout and look it over along with this handout, and self-reflect on what your strengths are. Try to figure out what they are, so that way you can own them and capitalize on them. And this, that can be like you, and your trademark is capitalizing on these strengths. Then take a look at what your weaknesses are. What things are extra difficult for you. And this is super important, because you can implement new ideas and habits and goals that will help you to improve upon them, and become, a better leader, and address where your, what doesn't come as easy or as naturally to you. And I know, there's so many things to make a good leader and to make a good, successful Plexus ambassador, that everybody has strengths and weaknesses. So you're going to have some in each category. And it's just a matter of figuring those out and recognizing them, which is super important, and then working on them. And feel free to talk to other people around you too, to figure out what they are, or how to. Once you figure out what they are, maybe they can help you establish some things to work on them, some goals or habits or something like that. Alright, second thing for homework is to get yourself set up for success. Make sure you have a game plan with when you get a new ambassador, when you get a new customer. Make sure that you have all your ducks in a row, so you're organized, and you have an email or documents that you give them or send them. Make sure that you feel prepared, because if you're not prepared, it might keep you back. It might hold you back, and you might be afraid to grow or to get the final sale, or have that confidence to continue and flourish, because you don't really know where you're going. You still feel a little blind with all of that. So try to prepare as much as you can now, and contact your upline if you need help. A lot of us have ways to, emails to send to people once they become an ambassador, or documents and stuff like that. So contact your upline and see if they have any suggestions for you if you don't have that set up. And Plexus, go to www.plexuspowertools.com, and this is in the handout as well. And that will help you a lot with those documents. There's stuff for everything, and really great product information, and great stuff to send to your ambassadors. So be sure to check that out. And I think that's about it. So I really hope this training session has been helpful for you in some way, and the homework hasn't been too much. But I just want to say that I'm excited for all of you, and this business is the best, and I'm so grateful that every one of you are making this journey and striving for silver, and can't wait to all be at the top together.